hustled actually his way out of the game and built a life for himself, right? You can't tell somebody what to do with their money, right?
You know, just because you know I got it and we family, then I'm supposed to give it to you, even if it's destined to fail.
You got on your keys. You got on your keys. Everything you want on top of everything you need, just got on your keys. Nobody could take this, built it from ground up, and nobody could break this. I'm making real moves, when I see it, I want it, I get it. Let's build an empire, baby, I know that you with it. Can't nobody stop this, they can only watch this. It's time to talk life balance, love and marriage, all the trending topics.
So look, so you know, everybody been talking about how Jay-Z told his cousin no about borrowing $4,500. So I was trying to see, like, you know, we hadn't talked about it yet. I actually wanted to see how you had, you know, get your opinion, but I wanted to get your opinion on what you thought about that. So Jay-Z has a first cousin that asked him for $4,500. He told him no. And a lot of, you know, he's been getting a lot of backlash about it, about telling his cousin no about giving him $4,500. Now, I mean, I had a few, you know, I actually had this conversation with a couple of other people, and I didn't really feel like it was a bad thing. I'm like, you know, it's a lot of factors that can go into that, because obviously the man can get his man $4,500
right
if he wanted to, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of times people don't understand, especially like when you see a lot of comments of like, you know, oh, he wrong for that, or he could have. It's like people don't realize that sometimes you can be doing somebody more harm than good, just giving them money.
Right.
You know.
Well, then, because I mean, to me, I'm sitting here thinking, like, even with that, I'm like, okay, you give him $4,500, like, depending on, no one knows what he needed the $4,500 for, but
it was supposed to be some type of business proposal or something like that, some type of investment into whatever he had going on.
Okay, so all right, so let's base that for that, because what I was gonna say was, well, if you give him $4,500 this month, what is he gonna do next month? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was immediately thinking. Okay, but this was an investment proposal that he brought to him, that he brought to Jay-Z, and Jay-Z said no. Well, then obviously Jay-Z is a hell of an investor, so that means that it probably wasn't a good investment. And then this man worked his, and this is what I feel like people don't understand, and it's like, what's wrong with, like, I feel like is a problem in the black community, right? It's like, you can't tell somebody what to do with their money, right? This man was not given a handout, right? This man came from a impoverished situation, very, you know, toxic, bad environment, and he hustled actually his way out of the game and built a life for himself, right? And so why does he now have to give his cousin $4,500 for an investment? For an investment that he doesn't even feel like is a profitable investment, right? And so to me, I'm like, yeah, he could have given it to him, but if it wasn't a good investment, he felt like it was going to fail anyway, right? Then am I being a good cousin by not using the wisdom that I've gained, right, to tell you the right thing that I know, instead of giving you this money and then you go and hit your head against a brick wall, which is what we do, right? You know, for the black community, we know experience is the best teacher, but we don't look at other people's experience. We just gotta go hit that brick wall ourselves. So to me, that would be the only comments. People that would be saying, oh, he's wrong for that, is people that don't have a progressive or productive mindset, and then also a mindset of like, you know, no, everybody doesn't have to get it out the mud, but then there obviously has to be something more, you know, that's to the situation than just that.
My thing be, you know, why, you know, in our culture, why is it that when we approach family for whatever the case may be, to borrow money, a business deal, an idea, why do we go at them so half-cocked and then just have an expectation of like, because you got it, then you should give it to me.
Well, then why we don't go to, well, that means we should go to Chase,
so
Bank of America, Capital One, Fidelity. I mean, right? We should go to all these places that deny us loans, credit card companies that deny us credit cards, say, oh, they wrong for that. They wrong for not giving me that credit card, even though I have a 550 credit score and I ain't paid none of the credit building credit cards that I had back. Like, we have to stop having that mindset, people. Like, seriously,
and And I think we lose sight of, when it comes to like family or close friends, like
it's an obligation.
They know their character. Like if you have a family member that's coming asking you for money, obviously that decision to say yes or no is going to be tied into what that person knows of you.
Yeah.
The character, what they know of you as an individual.
Yeah.
Do you have the character to pull this off? Mm-hmm. Or is this going to be just or this is going to be like one of your one-offs, or like an idea that you need some money for, or we're going to invest in. Yeah. And it's not going to be a thought out situation. So it's like, just because I got it and we family, then I'm supposed to give it to you, even if it's destined to fail.
And that's not right, because we can have the same, like, a lot of times we have relationships with the banks, or we may have an account with the bank, right? So now we family, because you know how much I got in my account, right? You see my transaction history, right. You know all of my business, you know my social security number, right? The bank knows all this, right? But we don't go to the bank saying, you my family, you know all my business. Literally, the banks know all your business. But then we don't go saying, but you just got it and you should just give it to me. No, the bank has standards that we have to abide by. And so we don't abide by those standards. And if we don't check the boxes for their standards, they're not going to give us their financial products. And I think that it's just about having the same level of respect that we have for other people's businesses, for these other companies that we go to, and have the same mindset. If Chase tells us, no, we're not going to give you this credit card, they make half of the time they don't even tell you why.
Right.
You know, they're gonna send you the denial letter, and then if it's something to do with your credit, they'll have those kind of things on there that say, oh, you got derogatory things on your credit. But at the end of the day, you still gonna bank with Chase.
So I'm gonna tell y'all this. If you are blessed to have somebody in your family that you're close to that has the financial means to invest in something that you have, a business, an idea, please go at them, go above and beyond.
Yeah.
Like, go above the Call of Duty, above what you would do if you was going to a bank, or if you was going to an outside investor. Like, show them that respect, because I promise you'll see a difference, right? Show them that respect, that you're willing to put the work in, to ask them for their money, to be an investor in what you have, and don't just go at them with the expectation that just because, and they could be close knit, it could be something. To me, that should want you to go above and beyond even more so.
Because you respect and you value that person, and you know that person worked hard to get where they're at. And I think that's just, for me, I think that's where the most respect comes at for me. It's like, a lot of us, we work hard, just like us. We use our $1,500 income tax check. That was, to literally the last part of the last income tax that we ever got. Income tax refund we ever got, but we use that to start, our business. And it's like, just to imagine, and we've dealt with this. Like, we have dealt with this. I was literally on my aunt's porch on yesterday talking about this, because I deal with this a lot. And at some point, it's like I was telling, my cousin's friend on yesterday, I was like, when my cousin may ask me, to borrow money, I honestly, like, if it's like $150 or something like that, I may just give her $100 or something, just because I'm like, you don't have a job to even pay me the $150 back, so I'm not even going to. I'm going to just give you this, and don't worry, because I know you're not going to give me the $150 back, so I'll give you the $100 and don't even worry about giving it back to me, because of the simple fact of the matter, you don't have a job to give it back to me.
I tell people in the heartbeat, we don't lend money.
Yeah.
And that's the thing.
You do tell people that all the time.
You don't lend money that you can't afford to lose.
Yeah.
So family relationships get strained when one family member who may have some money, or they might not even really have, disposable money like that.
Right.
But they feel like they're obligated to help, so they let somebody borrow money that they actually need, and then they don't get their money back. Right. So now that relationship is toxic now.
Yeah.
You should never lend money that you can't afford to lose, because that's the risk. It's just like a bank. The reason why the bank sends you through all type of underwriting criteria is because they want to assess the risk to make sure that you are who you say you are, that they're gonna at least be able to recoup the money that they gave you.
Yeah.
It's no different with your family. So if you can't afford to lose it, don't lend it.
Yeah.
Give it. We tell people we don't lend money, but we'll give it to you. If we have the money that you're asking for, and we feel like we want to, then it's a gift at that point.
It's a gift.
I'm not even really expecting it back, because I'm not about to become a bill collector off the money that I lent to you. So it's like, yeah, like we've dealt with all of these kind of situations. Family members asking to borrow money. People coming to us saying they got an investment idea. Would you invest?
Oh my goodness. And people get so upset with Jay because they'll be like, they'll be like, it's not even that serious. It don't even have to be all that. He have to talk like this. And he's like, and for me, and I'm trying to like, ease the situation over. I'm like, well, no, the reason why he does this is because this is, but no, this has really happened before, and I don't think it's wrong at all. I don't think it's wrong that his cousin went at him because he knows that he has the capability to actually be the investor. But I think that it probably wasn't a good investment.
This episode of the Own Your Keys podcast is brought to you by our sponsors, the Arts Council of Greater Baton Rouge. The Arts Council's mission is to promote cultural growth, economic development, and everything art. Becoming a member of the Arts Council, you can enjoy things like adaptive workshops, writing workshops, and musical entertainment. Click the link in the description, y'all, and support the Arts Council by becoming a member. Now let's get back to it.
That's what I think.
Or he may not have went at him the right way.
The right way, yes.
If we had a family dinner and you just telling me, man, let me hold $4,500. I got this thing I want to do, and you run into me what it is, and I'm gonna just put myself in Jay-Z. If that was me, we was at Thanksgiving,
you would have said, put everything down on paper and put, look, what's the ROI?
Give me a proposal.
Yep.
Give me a proposal.
Yeah.
Not telling me your proposal while I'm fixing my turkey dressing.
Yeah.
Give me a well thought out proposal showing me that you put some thought into this.
Because you cannot go to the bank. This is the thing. You know this. You could tell them so many horror stories from working in the financial industry. Like even with one of the situations you working on right now, a $5 million deal, and this person is literally, they wanted to be their own realtor. I mean, their own.
Their own appraiser.
Their own appraiser. Like, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do that. And it's like, we can't go into situations and for us being in business together, it's even more important for us. So this is not just about, a family member asking a family member for money. It's about like, how are you presenting yourself as you are in your marriage or in your relationship, whatever it is, and you're in business together or with the partnership. How are you presenting yourself, right? Because that's really what it goes back to. Are you presenting yourself as a well put together business? Are you just presenting yourself as a mom and pop? But then also think about how far can you actually go, because this mom and pop, there's some things that has to be structured for growth, for sustainability. If your business is not structured for longevity, for sustainability, then how far is your business gonna go? If your marriage is not structured for longevity and sustainability, how long are you gonna be married? So this is so much deeper than just, this is just my cousin asking me, to borrow $4,500. No, like, let's reel this back, and say like, okay, where is your proposal? What do you have in your proposal that's actually, if I'm giving you this $4,500, I want to see how I'm going to get my $4,500 back, and what's going to be the return.
And then like taking ownership of your character traits.
Yeah, you always talk about
it's like, we've had family members that are known for not paying other family members
and get mad. So y'all, I know that y'all, how many of y'all have dealt with somebody in your family or a friend that has borrowed money, and when you gotta ask them for the money back, they get an attitude because you asking them for the money that they borrowed from you? I know we not the only people that have dealt with this before. It's like, I'm gonna give you your money back whenever I get it back. I'm gonna give you your money back when I feel like it. Ma'am, I did not feel like it when I gave you my money. Can you feel like giving me my money back? Today, on the 15th, you said you was going to give it back to me on the 15th. It's the 15th and it's 11:59.
Right, and it's the thing, y'all, like, the upside of it is that in the black community right now, we have a lot of people that can be a great asset to their families financially.
Yeah.
Things are different than they were, 50 years ago.
Yeah.
But we got to do good business.
Yeah.
We have to approach those people within our sphere of influence, within our family that have those means, if we want to develop something that we're going to them and we want them to fund and we want them to invest in, we got to give them the same respect that we would give the banks or an outside investor.
Right.
It's like we gotta do that.
Right.
And that is one of the key things in our culture right now, that is stifling, the accumulation of wealth, because those first generation millionaires and first generation billionaires, some of them are not developing those situations because the families are not adhering to that type of responsibility.
Yeah.
They're not showing that, okay, like, do y'all really respect what I've developed, what I've built?
Yeah.
So yeah, I want y'all to eat too, but eating and giving a gift ain't the same. Giving a gift and investing is not the same. And
when you have, this is one of the big things. What I was thinking about the entire time that you were talking about this, I was like, maximizing the opportunity. The opportunities that we have in life, we have to start maximizing the opportunities. It's so crucial and it's so important for us in the Black community now to stop thinking that we don't have opportunities, and when the opportunities that are presented to us, be in a position that we're ready, we're willing, and we're able to maximize off of them. Like, how does this opportunity, looking at the opportunity in a way of where it's going to take you, your family, your legacy, and accelerate it 10 times to the next level, you know? Because we'll be presented with the opportunities, we will, but sometimes we can't maximize the opportunity, take advantage of it, because we may have a credit issue. We're in a position to where we're making money, but we're spending all the money that we're making because we want to go to brunch. We want to buy whatever we purchasing these things that are not going to maximize our income. So we have to really be in a position now where we have to start thinking long term, right? Because if nothing taught us anything, the pandemic taught us everything.
Right.
You have to be prepared for any and everything. But being prepared comes with the mindset of preparation.
Right, exactly. And I'll even take it a step lower. Even just to the simple fact of just listening. We identify somebody in our family that has shown and displayed that obviously they've been able to do well. Mm-hmm. But we won't even listen to them. They'll come to us and say, look, you might not have developed the training and the education that I have, but at least you might have enough respect to listen to what I'm telling you is going to work.
Yeah.
Our counterparts are developing family offices, they're developing trusts, they're setting up financial vehicles for the families to just invest money into. Mm-hmm. You may not know about it, but guess what? You know me and you trust me and you love me. Put your money into the vehicle that I've already displayed and I've shown you that I've been successful in this way. So,
and guess what?
So you don't have the education, it's cool. But I'm gonna teach you how to eat just off of just being obedient. Just listen.
Yeah, just listen, right? And also it goes back to the trust factor, because a lot of times you don't have family members that trust each other, but then no one wants to pay for an attorney.
But y'all don't trust each other, but you trust me enough to come ask me to borrow some money though. But
so y'all like this? Make sure y'all download this episode. Leave us a review. And subscribe to the On Your Keys podcast.
It's been real, y'all. Remember, grind until you shine.
Yes.
Let's get it.
Peace out.
All days come up the hard way, never no shortcuts, I took the long way. Gotta leave treasure for my kids' pleasure. Every loss been a lesson and an unexpected blessing. Planted seeds showing up, small money growing up, accomplishing my goals, champagne bottle pouring up. Name on everything, I'm signing the dotted line. Money been working for me, I'm kicking back on recline. I own it just like the moment, everything I became. My hustle could take the blame, solidify my name. Gotta walk through the rain, gotta go through the pain. You gotta soak up the game, create your own lane, switch gears, never change, level up and gain. You can have everything long as you do one thing. You just gotta own your keys. You just gotta own your keys.